First of all, you're a guy that lives in Los Angeles, and you've probably bumped into the circles of LeBron James. When you hear that story that LeBron is leaving Cleveland for the Lakers in your social circle, does it surprise you?
It doesn't surprise me. The Lakers is, a wanted destination for a lot of superstars. I think our front office, in the last few years, they was okay, but now we have Magic, and Magic, he's definitely star power. And, if he wants to leave Cleveland, why not come to Los Angeles? We definitely can, cap off his career in Los Angeles, and I'm pretty sure the fans would love to have him.
I want to ask you, when you were with NWA, you would get on stage, and there'd be 15, 20,000 people. And one of the things I've said about this fight is Floyd has been in these sort of fights his entire career. Conor has been in UFC fights. But he is going to walk into the ring, and this is Mayweather's ring. This is his home. He's comfortable. When you're performing, go back to your career. When you're performing on this kind of stage, do you sense that Conor McGregor could have anxiety and be a little over his skis, over hyper, be out of his element?
Without a doubt. Going to perform in somebody else's backyard, I always felt more comfortable performing in Los Angeles. I knew this was my home. I knew my family would be there. I knew that our show would be the tightest in Los Angeles. So I'm pretty sure Conor, if he's human, got to understand that there's a huge advantage for Floyd fighting in his own backyard with his family and friends right there. So, if he's human, I'm pretty sure he's feeling a pinch of anxiety about that.
You create the Big Three, and Conor McGregor is a huge part of a very young business, frankly, the UFC. Do you have sort of, I don't know if a kinship is the right word, but do you find yourself rooting not just for Conor, but this new sport? Are you old school boxing guy rooting for the pro Mayweather, or new school businessman? The Big Three is a disruptor. The UFC is a disruptor in its industry. Where do you find your emotional pull here? What side?
Both sides. Can I have my cake and eat it too? I mean, I love boxing. I love boxing, and I love the UFC. Both of them are great. Both of them, provides a different kind of combat. I think there's room for both sports to exist. So to me, it's just, UFC is the new kids on the block, and I hope they're around as long as boxing has been around. So here we are, and let's go for it. But they can coexist. I don't think it's one replacing the other.
Many people believe that Conor, his chance to win is to make it ugly. If Conor goes in as a performer yourself and he makes it ugly and he throws elbows and it's the worst looking thing you've ever seen, but he is a little cheap and a little dirty, will you think less of Conor if he does that?
Yes, I will. It's a boxing match. It's all about what you could do with your hands. If he wanted to kick and elbow and do all those other things, stay in the UFC ring. So yeah, I'm gonna take points away for that, just like I hope the judges do.
In your social circle, around your buddies, your friends, your family, who do they want to win and why?
I believe people want Floyd to win around my circle, and it's because, he's been, a champ for so long. He's been a great fighter, and he deserves to go out on top, 50-0. Consummate pro inside the ring, and I think he's just simply the best. So, I think everybody around me want Floyd to win.
And finally, the Big Three title game you created Saturday, 4:30. That's tomorrow on Fox. Kenyon Martin's team's facing Rashard Lewis, the MVP's team. When you started the Big Three, And now it's part of the Olympics, by the way. They're going to have Big 3 basketball. Are you surprised by just kind of culturally how popular it got, how quickly? What do you make of its growth?
Oh, this is exactly where I would hope we would be. You know, I created this along with my partner, Jeff Quantness, as a fan, as a guy who wanted to see these guys play again with their peers. And I look up, and there's a lot of people out there like me. This style of basketball is very pleasing to the eye.
Yep.
It's what we all grew up on.
Yep.
You can see this style of basketball in most parks and backyards all across the world. And it's great to be able to put it on this level with Fox, FS1. They've been great presenting this new style of basketball as far as 3-on-3 on the pro level, presented in such a great way that the fans, you got to come.
And by the way, Ice, I'd be reluctant if I didn't ask this. The league's only going to grow if you add big names. Do you have an announcement, a secret? Do you believe that are players reaching out to you that just retired, like a Paul Pierce saying, is there room for me?
Definitely. You know, we got 48 players and coaches, so we got 48 recruiters out there, and they're getting calls all day. And so we expect to have a busy offseason. We expect to make announcement of names you know, joining the draft pool, joining the league, and we want the league to grow, and we expect to have even better basketball in 2018.
All right, Ice, finally, I'm taking Mayweather in 8. What's your prediction?
Oh, man, I got Mayweather. I wanted to go 6. I don't want to watch this through 8 rounds. You know, 6 is enough.
Hey, man, congratulations. Big 3 title game tomorrow, 4:30 Eastern. Good dude. Could not be happy for you. Big 3 is real. It's here to stay. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Colin. I appreciate it.